Hello and welcome back to Grim Survival. Yeah, here, let me fix this because, yeah, there we go. That's better. I was out before daylight and just got back. And maybe you can hear me better if I stop pushing mute buttons. Okay, so I'm having a lot of audio issues today. This video was recorded originally in my vehicle. I will clip to that in a minute. This is about fuel storage and preps, and I'm showing you what I actually stored for fuel and how I did it. I'll get to that in just a minute. Before, I'm going to talk about some things I got in the mail, and I didn't grab the other one to show the demonstration of the size difference. But yeah, I ordered new ferro rods. Yeah, I got 2 of these things. They're, yeah, big. I'm going to test them out and let you know what I think of them before I post links or anything like that, or tell you what brand. Yeah, but I also got a gift from a subscriber. Well, they said it was for my wife, but I don't know if yeah, I probably should give them to her. But yeah, they're shiny things. And can you see that? Maybe you can see that. Maybe. Yeah, there it is. It's a Liberty. It is a silver coin. 1 ounce of fine silver. And I have more than one of them. So thank you to the person who sent that and the coffee. I do appreciate that. You know who you are. I don't throw out names of people on my channel that are nice to me, because that's just not how I am. If they want to share it, they are more than welcome to, and at that time I will then say a personal thank you, but otherwise I will not. Alright, so this video I got a gas caddy, and I've never used it before, so it's not a review. This is just a test. I did fill it up and I shoved it in a shed. I put fuel stabilizer in it. You're going to see all those clips in a minute because, yeah. But the audio messed up at the beginning and the end of the video, because when I was shooting in selfie mode so I could see myself talking, something went wrong with the audio. And yeah, I don't know. It's just I was messing with a software I hadn't used very much, and I didn't look at it before I drove away to re-record it. So I'm doing the intro and the exit of this video right here. Alright, let's shut up and check it out. Yeah, buttons need to be pushed. Alright, you're gonna have to forgive the shakiness of the video. I'm just holding the phone. And yeah, we're looking at a gas caddy right here, and this is my passenger seat. This is a Duramax Flogo. Duramax Flogo. Yeah, apparently. Okay, so this thing, like I said, I've never used it. This is not a review. Keep that in mind. This is a giant gas can. That's what we're looking at here. This is a 14-gallon. It said it somewhere up here. There it is. 14-gallon, 53-liter gas caddy. It does have wheels. When this thing is completely full, it's going to weigh somewhere just under 100 pounds. It comes with the pump and the hose, obviously. Now, this is a siphon pump. You can pump this thing continually, and it will pump it into your whatever you're pumping it into while it's sitting on the ground. Or if you're above, if you have this thing above whatever you're pumping it into, you can just start the pump and use it as a siphon, and it'll be gravity fed and pour everything right through it into whatever you're filling up. So I am about to connect the hose to this thing, because yeah, it needs a connection right there. There is that. There's a rubber grommet in there. There is a screen here inside the hose. There's a shut off for the hose, and there's another shut off here under that. So that between those 2 shut offs, it's going to be pretty safe. There is another locking mechanism right here on this pump, as you can see, for additional safety. So there's 3 different ways to shut down the fuel flow. It has a hose holder up here, but the best part's going to be the wheels, because yeah, big handle up there. And yeah, I'm still sitting at the fuel station being weird with my phone. All right, I'm going to try to figure out where I'm going to put this thing to drag it back. and I'll get back to you in a minute. Alright, we're here in the back of my vehicle. Yes, the gas pump is running, and yes, I'm doing this. So that's my intention, is to leave it like that until I have to drag it out of here, and I'm putting it in a shed. Now, I do have fuel stabilizer to add to it, and I will get to that when I get to that here in just a little bit. But I'm going to put the phone down and actually pay attention to how much fuel is going in here so I don't spill it all over my vehicle. Alright, I put 13.5 gallons in there for $37.82. Now, I left a little bit of room because I am going to add the fuel stabilizer, but I don't know if you can see in there or not. Probably not. There's a little bit of room. Maybe I'm going to go ahead and go up to just a little bit more. It's kind of hard to do because the end of the pump is in the fuel like that. So yeah, I'm at 13.6 and it's just about to bubble out. So 13.669 is what I'm putting in here, and I'm going to call it for that, and I'll get back to you when I'm adding fuel stabilizer. I'm going to do that when I get back to the house vehicle. Okay, so yeah, this is what I'm using for this. Storage. Treats up to 20 gallons of fuel. Interesting enough. Says it keeps fuel fresh for up to 24 months. Safe for all gas engines, including 2-cycle. Effective in all blends of gasoline. Prevents gum, varnish, corrosion. Directions is 1 ounce. Treats up to 2.5 gallons. Now I have 13.7 gallons in there, so I could go just over 5 ounces. There's a measurer on here. So yeah, I'm going to take it down to 4 because it's just slightly over the 8 ounce mark there. And that would put me at 1, 2, 3, 4, a little over 5 ounces. So that should be good enough. Now, it is said that fuel has about a 6-month shelf life. If you add stabilizer, it's good for about a year. I've heard that anywhere past a year that it starts to degrade and therefore won't be as potent, and it might not work as well in a vehicle, but it would work in things like chainsaws and all other things like that. So this says up to 2 years. So I'm going to test this fuel in my vehicle at about a 1-year mark. So about this time next year, I'll let you know. Assuming I don't have to use it before then, and that's a large assumption, so you never know. Anyway, I'm going to drag this thing out of the vehicle, and I'll show you me dumping this stuff in there just because why not? Alright, yeah, it's sitting in the grass now. I did notice that when I stood it up, you could see the fuel inside of it because the sun's hitting it. You probably can't, but I can. Maybe you can, I don't know. Kind of see it moving around there. When I stood it upright, the fuel line was about right here. So I was thinking if I opened it then, it would probably, more than likely, start leaking out of this cap. Because you can see it's bubbling up there pretty good. So 13.7 gallons is what I have in it. Now I'm not sure it would have held any more. Just saying. Alright, so fuel stabilizer. That stinks, by the way. It smells like gasoline. Go figure. Fuel stabilizer. I'm going to try to open this and dump that into that. With it. Yeah, you're sitting on my leg. Sorry. Trying to figure out how to open this thing. It's child locked, so I need to go get a kid to open it. Yeah, this is going to be a minute. I'll be right back. Alright. I managed to succeed where others have failed. Alright, like I said, I'm putting it just under the number 4 marker, and that's just a reminder for me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to dump this in here because it looks like it's over full. And yeah, now it's leaking. So if I stand it up, maybe if I stand it up, it gives it a little more space. Yeah, lots more. And when I set it down, okay. Well, it must have some air bubbles in it, so that's what it's doing. Try not to get fuel stabilizer all over everything. Oh, well, we'll do that anyway. We'll just get fuel stabilizer all over everything. Why not? Just about there. I'm at the 5 mark, so about an ounce more. There we go. That's about it. I don't know if you can see it because of the lighting, but Yeah, I'm just above the 4. I'll just put another splash. Not sure if it's actually going to go in there or leak out because everything's leaking out. But there we go. We stirred it. Good enough. It's going in the shed. It don't have to be perfect. And yeah, neighbors and dogs. So, while I'm standing in the shed, this is why I can't ever find anything. That's a refrigerator. That's a drill press. That's a saw. There's another saw. There's more tools. But more importantly, those are all food buckets. This is the shed storage food buckets, and it goes back there a lot farther. And yeah, I am going to be filling up water jugs like that because I got more of them in here. I got to get more lids for them. And I'm going to be filling them up with reverse osmosis water. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is how heavy this thing is. It's not that bad. It's only just under 100 pounds. I say that getting it into the shed part is the hardest, but it rolls really easily. And I'll see if I can prop you up here while I just do stuff. I don't know if you can see anything at all, but I do have to lift this straight up to get it into the shed. Okay, make sure the lid is on the stabilizer. Add it to my collection of stuff. Put the blade back where it goes. And there it is. Now you can see, I don't know if you can see it. I can see it. I can see the fuel line right here. And it's, yeah, if I open that, it's going to leak. So, laying it maybe at an angle, I could have got more in it. Probably. I probably could have got more in it. But 13.7 gallons is enough. That'll almost fill up either one of my vehicles one time. Now, who that's going to be good for is contractors or, you know, people who have a lot of machinery. Landscapers comes to mind. People who have a lot of lawnmowers. Preppers, obviously, that don't want to go and fill up 5-gallon jerry cans over and over and over again. All right, shed's locked. I'll get back to you. I did a hat swap because I wanted to make you think that I recorded the video separately, that, you know, I recorded that intro before I recorded, or, you know, not at the exact same time that I recorded the outro, even though in fact in reality I recorded the intro like 2 seconds ago. So yeah, that's how editing works, because I can make you see all kinds of things that aren't real, but I try not to do that. I try my very best not to do that. I don't edit, you know, I don't hardly even edit thumbnail pictures. I do sometimes, but not often. I mean, sometimes. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm good with, it's not Photoshop I use, but it's a Photoshop type program. I could do that. But that's not the point. The point is the fuel stabilizer. I'd like to hear your comments on what you think about that particular fuel container and the stabilizer I use. I've never used fuel stabilizer before. I've never tried to store a large amount of fuel before at one time. I have a couple of 5-gallon cans. They're not jerry cans. One of them's plastic, one of them's old rounded metal, and I like that one the best. And I will still use those. As a matter of fact, I could use the bigger one to refill the smaller ones when, you know, mowing lawns and all the stuff that I use gasoline for over the summer. That's a possibility. But that gas caddy is highly recommended by a lot of landscapers who have to constantly refill riding mowers and weed eaters, other landscaping equipment. A few construction people use it for the smaller construction vehicles, the small cats and things like that. Yeah, I mean, it's good for all kinds of things. If you have motorcycles or dirt bikes, four-wheelers, ATVs, things like that, you could hang that in your garage and you could use it, you know, how it's supposed to be used. As it is a gravity siphon, so if you're fueling something, it should be lower, but it has a pump on it and you can continually pump it and it'll continually flow. It just won't be as quick as the siphon if you have it above with the gravity and just holding it open and letting it flow out. That's obviously going to be faster. Now, when fueling a vehicle with something like that, you're going to have to be very careful not to overfill it, because it's not going to stop when the fuel gets up to the pump section. It's going to keep on going, and then you're going to have fuel coming out and spilling out of your vehicle. If you've never overfilled a vehicle before, believe me, I know. So that's how that works. Yeah, I'll let you know in a year from now if my gas still works in whatever vehicle I'm driving at that particular moment. Hopefully not the one I'm in now, because I'm having more issues with it. It's getting to be funny, my vehicle. It really is. I'm starting to just laugh at it, because what else can you do about it? All right, I'm shutting up now. I do have to go test these ferro rods. I am interested in doing so. I was told by somebody on Discord that they work, so yeah, I'm going to test them before I tell you you should go check it out, because that's just how things should be done. But I do like the size of them. This is the biggest ferro rod I've ever owned, and I like the size of them. That's going to be awesome. Probably a lot easier to do the one-armed ferro rod challenge, which I intend to do either today or tomorrow. I do intend to do that, so I'm going to, yeah, this is how that's what this is going to be for. So yeah, anyway, this has been James, Grim Survival. Well, at least survival in a gremlin. I hope all of you, my fellow gremlins, are having a very blessed day and will continue to do so. Avoid the drama, because the drama is just giving me a headache. I'm tired of it.